The wonders of the sleep cycle and the different phases that we go through in life every single day. A lot of us out there are not scientists, and we do not know the scientific effect of what our normal daily lives have on us. And when we look at the scientific effect that we have available to us from the scientific community that is giving us these answers to different things in our lives that are affecting us when we won't even realize it's happening. The sleep cycle that we all have, do you know that your sleep cycle is anywhere from 75 to 90 minutes? And you'll go through 3 or 4 sleep cycles a night. So you wonder why you're going from one dream into another dream into another dream. That is part of your sleep cycles. If you're lucky, you have 4 sleep cycles a night. A lot of us only have 3. And again, that depends on how many hours we are sleeping. So this is actually neuroscience. Neuroscience has explained, as scientists have taken the time to study the human brain and study the sleep patterns of people. And I love knowing this because it explains a lot as to why so many people get depressed easily in a day, or maybe you feel a lot of anxiety, about everything that's going on. That's all contributed to your sleep. And how you sleep during the night, if you're sleeping calmly, if you're sleeping peacefully, if you're sleeping, where you're in a comfortable place and you don't have anxiety and you're not worried about anything. So when you're sleeping in a good form of mind or a good mindset, it makes it so much simpler for you to see what is causing a depression that you're having, or an anxiety, or maybe you're just having a lot of stuff going on in your life. And that is all contributing to your sleep cycle. So when you sleep, are you on any kind of a schedule? Hold on. If you're on a schedule, that you put yourself on a schedule where maybe you try to go to bed at a certain time every night so you can wake up at a certain time. So when you do that, you're having yourself on a schedule and there's a routine involved. Well, it's okay to mess up your routine once in a while. But your sleep cycle is actually key to your mindset. It's key to what you get done during the day. It's key to what you create, what you succeed at, and what you do. It's all depending on your mindset, which is a contributing factor in your sleep. So when you do that, and you're in the right tune and you're in the right flow of your mindset, along with your sleeping, when you do this, how you wake up, and what do? You go back to bed, or what do you do? Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there, really just throwing it out there for you guys. How many people, you can answer this yourself, or maybe you know some people that this will help. How many people hit the snooze button? The alarm goes off and you hit the snooze button. Well, the average alarm is anywhere from 9 to 15 minutes. So the alarm goes off and you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't get up yet. So you hit the snooze button. What happens? You've woke up a little bit because you had to wake up enough to hit the snooze button, right? What happens is, this is actually neuroscience, guys. This is not something anybody made up. What happens is your brain automatically starts another sleep cycle. Knowing your sleep cycle is anywhere from 75 to 90 minutes, right? But you've already started, you've interrupted a sleep cycle. And now you've started another sleep cycle when you hit the snooze button. Let's say, for argument's sake, that your alarm is on a 9-minute interval. So you hit the alarm, you hit the snooze, you snooze back. Maybe you're shadow snoozing for 9 minutes. You hit the alarm again. You hit the snooze again. What does that do? It interrupts your sleep cycle, puts you in another sleep cycle. Now, what is that doing to your mindset? What is that doing to your focus? If you're interrupting your mind that much, and if you're doing it just twice, that's 2 times you've interrupted your sleep cycle. If you're doing it more than that, you're really interrupting your sleep cycle. So you have to be careful. This is, like I said, this is neuroscience. I love the sciences because they answer so many questions of why we do the things we do and what the repercussions are from us doing these things. Now, I know a lot of people who suffer from depression, and it's like one of those come and go type depressions, and there's a lot of anxiety involved with some people. But some of the people I know, and you may know people that are in this phase also, but when they get depression and they get anxiety, the last thing people really look at is their sleep patterns. And that should be the first thing we look at, is our sleep patterns, because we know from neuroscience, the scientists who have discovered this, who are sharing it with us, that the sleep cycle runs 75 to 90 minutes. And when you interrupt it continually, do you know, this is another scientific fact, guys, you ready? This one's going to really blow your mind. When you interrupt your sleep cycle, it can take up to 4 hours for your brain to totally get in 100% focus to where it's doing and what its mindset is and where you want to be. Up to 4 hours, just because you interrupted your sleep cycle so many times. So in other words, we, the smart, wonderful people that we are doing this to ourselves. Can you believe this? We are doing it to ourselves. We need to stop it. We want to be successful. We're building home businesses. We're putting ourselves out there. We're being out there. We're just doing everything we can, but then we're not doing anything we can to help ourselves. If you want to have the success of your business, if you want to have residual income, if you want to have the flow of wealth and prosperity and happiness, and the right person come to you and the whole business, then you got to get in tune with what your body needs. And one of the fastest ways, this is the fastest way that I've seen in neuroscience at all, is when you get yourself into the snooze phase of your life, you snooze, snooze, snooze. The only way that I have found to get out of that and to shock yourself back into your mindset and back into yourself is to take a cold shower. I mean, cold water, jump in the shower in the morning, and oh my gosh, does that wake you up or what? Yeah, or what? It does. It wakes you up and it shocks your system back in. Well, it wakes you up and it wakes up your senses. It wakes up your neurons. It wakes everything up and motivates you, right? And this is fantastic, because when you do this and you get in tune with what you're doing and with what you need to have happen for your life, stop hitting the snooze button. So to stop hitting the snooze button, use the 5-second rule. The alarm goes off one time. What do? You sit there for a minute, or what do you do? If you have a tendency to hit the snooze button, then use the 5-second rule. Jump out of bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, you're out of bed. If you don't hit the snooze button, if you're a person that maybe you wake up and you're awake, you're not hitting the snooze button, you're focusing, you're getting going, and maybe you're going to do your morning affirmations while you're still in bed, you're waking up, that's fine, because that is taking you to your mindset, and that's opening up your neurons. And this is all neuroscience. So when you're opening those neurons, you're getting your focus there. And what are you doing? You're getting your mind set to accomplish what you want to accomplish today. So this is actually a simple way, and it answers so many questions. So many people suffer from depression and anxiety and maybe frustration because they're not getting the sales, their business is not going where they need it to go. And they find out that that is anxiety, when you can stop that by getting up out of bed in the morning. When you get up, if you're setting your alarm too early or whatever it is, if you've got to get up at a certain time to get the kids off, or you do already know that, you don't have to set the alarm to snooze, snooze, snooze. Set it up at the time you need to get up. Get up and start your day. What you're going to do is you're not going to start another sleep cycle, because you got to know, you remember, sleep cycles go for anywhere from 75 to 90 minutes. They go in different phases, and we will have 3 to 4 of those a night, depending on your night. Some nights you may have 3 sleep cycles. Some nights you may have 4. It just depends. There's no set rule for that. Science has proven that it's anywhere from 3 to 4, but there was no definite explanation as to why it was one or the other. In all the studies that they did and all the scientific neuroplasticities that they did, they could not tell why that one maybe is to come. They're still working on answers for that. Love the scientists because they give me answers, and you answers to what we need to do. And I found in studying this, and again, I always study things and I always investigate before I even share any of these with you, because I'd like to make sure it works and make sure it's true before I relay any information. When I decided to give this a try, and I whirlwinded this, because I don't hit the snooze button. I don't have an alarm. I have an alarm, but I never use it. I wake up my certain time, and I do my inspiration, and I set myself up for my day. Before I get out of bed, I align myself up with God, and I thank God for my day, my sleep, my bed. I do my gratitudes before I even get out of bed. So I decided to see how this would work if I hit the snooze button. So I set an alarm. I hit the snooze button. I hit it twice. And you know what? It threw me off kilter from being in the mindset of where I needed to be. And when I went backwards and I hit the snooze button, it threw my mindset way off kilter. And it's crazy, because I found that when I realized that I was doing this to myself, and I seen the proof of what I was doing, it was like, oh my gosh, I have got to share this with so many more people. Because if I could see the effects that it was having, then I know you can too. So look at what you're doing. How are you getting up in the morning? Are you hitting the snooze button? Like I said, I don't use an alarm. I just wake up. I wake up at the same time every morning. I don't know, I've set my mind, I've set my body to it for so many years that this is the time I wake up, and I do my routine. And as everyone knows, I do have a routine. It's called the $1 billion routine. It's because billionaires use this routine, and I incorporated it years ago to be in that same mindset, to be in that same flow of energy and mindset where if things flow to me easily, and it happens because you're in the right mindset. I do my inspiration, I do my motivation, do my exercise, I eat vegetables or fruit, or usually fruit in the morning, just a banana or something simple because I'm not a big eater. Drink water, I drink water throughout the day. So whatever you're doing to grow your business, to grow your lifestyle, that's what it's all about, is you living the life you choose. And sleep cycles equal no depression, no anxiety when you do it right. And this is neuroscience. It's nothing anybody made up. This is scientific proof that the brain has a sleep cycle of 75 to 90 minutes. And you'll have 3 to 4 of those a night. 3 to 4. 3, 4. Yeah, I know. Amazing, isn't it? When you know these things and you know how they work, it's easier to implement them into your lifestyle, into your mindset. When you need to get in the shower to shock yourself back awake because you hit the snooze button too many times, actually hitting it one time is too many times, then jump in the shower, get the cold burst, wake yourself up, then start your day with what you need to accomplish today, what you are doing today, and what process you are following through with. And another thing is, don't have your phone in your bedroom. Put your phone in another room. Put your phone in a hallway or someplace out there to charge. Don't get up first thing in the morning and look at your phone. Don't look and see what's going on social. Don't look and see what anybody else is doing out there. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to look at anything. Wait till you're up 4 or 5 hours and then look and see. It doesn't pay you to start looking on social and see what everybody else is doing out there in the world. What matters is what you're doing and the progress you are having in your lifestyle, in your business, because you're creating what you have. Every day you create the life you have. So if you want to change it, you have to change what you're creating. Plain and simple. I know, it's so simple, and it's scientific. And I love scientific because it explains, gives us answers to questions that we have about our business, our lifestyle, our mindset, and how all these things work. I know, isn't it amazing? So I do have a blueprint up here for you. It is a blueprint to use social media, like you love social media, to get sales, to get recruits, to grow your business. So also please like and share and subscribe over here on YouTube. It's down here in the corner. Down there. So please subscribe to our channel. And please, again, share this with anyone who needs this. If you know anyone that is depressed or has anxiety, it's simple to help them get out of that. It will take time. If you have someone in your life that is very, very depressed, it will take time. But you know what? It is neuroscience and it is doable. Okay, friends, I will chat with you later. And again, I will be over in the group Mastermind Marketer probably in about 2 hours. I know, busy day. Okay, talk to you later.